Hello and welcome back to 3 Unit north of the border here in Canada for race number 6 of the 2008 NRSL Hooters Series season. And join me once again is Stephen Paul III.
Hello, guys.
On the front row today will be Matt Dixon in the 7 and the points leader Hunter Braxton starting on pole. James Qualls and Johnny Gardner will make up row 2 with Zach Flickinger and Zonareza row 3. Buffode Sacco, Sky Commons, row 4, and Zachary Fitzwater and Jessica Shelton make up row number 5. Here's the rest of the starting grid as I hand it over to Steven.
So this race is going to have a green-white checkered and probably craziness. The last 2 years, the first finish was 0.04, and there was a dead tie last year, which we are still debating to this day. It's going to be insane. This track usually is. We usually have fans dead after this or something. It's going to be nuts, so get the popcorn, get everything ready. It's not going to be boring. It's definitely going to be interesting for popcorn this time. As Hunter Braxton on the pole, as our back row over here is Logan and Matthews. So it's going to be interesting. The rookies are going to make mistakes. People are going to drive into the dirt, and someone might end up like LeDuc. So we'll see what happens.
To be fair, if I looked at the INI correctly there, it might have had edits done to it involuntarily just because I didn't see a track GNS. So I've definitely edited the cup side. So the INI might have been edited without me even intending to. But the points coming into this one, Hunter Braxton leads by 12 points over Kev Shear. 53 back to Carter Joey, and here comes the command to start engines.
Drivers, start your engines!
Muhammad Zain Abdullah is 4th in points, 64 points back. Steve Pollard is 5th in points, 79 back. And Haley Lorgren is 6th in points. She is 94 points back. Rest of the top 10, Brian James and JT Bryant are tied for 7th. Trevor Germain is 8th, 124 back. And Sam Young, last week's winner, is 145 back in 10th. Those are the only drivers who can leave here as the points leader. Currently, your chase grid, as we'll start to talk about that every once in a while as well, is the top 15 in points, which goes down to Rob Evans, Johnny Gardner, Oriel Pollard, Marilyn Escandari, and Stephen Paul III, plus James Qualls, who's in on a win currently. So as long as he can stay top 30, he should be able to get in on that, depending on how many winners we have. Pace car is off, field under control of Hunter Braxton, and we are green.
Yeah, down here, definitely, it's going to be interesting to see who can make it. Double file restarts are always death at this track.
And Johnny Gardner tried to make the move already on Braxton. They're already 3 wide back there with Carter Joey.
Yep, down here. Look at the 40 try to make a move here. Dixon, Shear, and I believe Commons are the only drivers in the field that have a top 5 at this track, so it's going to be interesting to see if they can come with way.
Already out early on, and I honestly can't tell for what.
It looks like someone must have went off and got so. I guess I threw my shoe on the track or something. Oh, that's a spin right there.
So that's the reason for the caution. Judging by where that was at, it looks like Steve Pollard might have gone around for a spin. So
Steve,
let's take a look at what happened. And we are
well,
back.
damn
Here's
you.
what happened. Trevor Germain's gonna hook the 91 around down on the back straightaway.
Are we sure that wasn't a paid move by someone in the booth?
Definitely wasn't by me, if that's what you're insinuating.
No, I'm just
Either
kidding.
way, Steve Pollard, the Bristol winner, goes around, and we're under caution for the first time today already. Whoops.
Where are we?
You know, to be fair, we record these all at night, so I mean,
I'll give you that one.
it's amazing I haven't made that mistake more often.
Very
With
true.
that, let's go back to the restart. And we are back. A rare time that we can say no drivers retiring out of the race under that last caution, so we have all 42 cars still running. Johnny Gardner is the race leader over Enzo Nareza, Hunter Braxton, Sky Commons, Matt Dixon, Jessica Shelton, James Qualls, Matt Hamill, Kev Shear, Zach Flickinger, Buffode Sacco, Zachary Fitzwater, Stephen Paul III, Seth Cole, Jerry Shelley. Yeah, that is Jerry Shelley, I think. Yeah. John Irvin, Oriel Pollard, Brian James, Dylan Young, and Carter Joey, top 20. Let me take a look at the rest of the field. So I'm saying running out of time.
Yeah, so it's gonna be tamed a little bit down because it's just single file, but once they get racing again, it might get a little crazy.
And green flag is back out underway here again at 3 unit.
So I'm gonna look forward to that photo finish. The 61 car is 8th. This is the track that suit them well. Oh God, somebody already off.
Well, no, that was from the pacing. As Enzo Nareza now to the race lead. Gardner going to fall back a little bit.
And we're under caution again.
Yes, we are. Mike Trout with issues apparently as he's on pit lane.
And apparently we can't get out of turn 2.
Yeah, well, I can definitely tell what happened. And it definitely was indeed Mike Trout that went around. So let's take a look at what happened to the Aaron's Toyota to bring out the caution for the second time today. And we're back. Turn 2, again, a trouble spot today as Mitchell Collins this time going to be the one to hook the 99 around down on the coming off turn 2.
Yeah, Trout did a great job not hitting the wall and not ending up like, I believe it was the 31 in the cup race. Like, he hit that wall down there. Great save by him. And doesn't get the wall. And a little bit of speeding on pit road, but that's all good.
So we'll have to wait and see what the officials decide to do on that one for Trout. But he will be able to continue with no damage there to the Aaron's Toyota. Just some fuel looks like going into the car there, and we'll take it back to the restart. And we're back. We're 2 for 2 on being able to say no drivers retiring out of the race. Enzo Nareza now is the race leader over Hunter Braxton. Johnny Gardner is back to third. Sky Commons, Matt Dixon, Jessica Shelton, James Qualls, Matt Hamill. Okay, let's look. I didn't see 7th there for a moment. Kev Shearer and Zach Flickinger, the top 10. Phil Sacco, Zachary Fitzwater, Stephen Paul III, Seth Cole, Jerry Shelley, John Irvin, Oriel Pollock. See, there's that dirt you're seeing. Dylan Young, Carter Joey, and Brian James, top 20. Marilyn Escandari, Rob Evans, Trevor Germain, Mary Shelley, Trevor Collins, Paul Swanson, Jesse James, Matt Duncan, Cole Beaver, Mitchell Collins, James Bryant, Clinton Moore, Mohammed Zanadula, Sheila Shear, Andrew Miller, Sam Young, Daniel Gitterock, Haley Lodergan, Ace Rogers, Kyle Matthews, Steve Pollard, and Mike Trout, the running order. As we are back to green once again, worth mentioning because I just thought about it right now, Paul Swanson, a Canadian in the field today.
Yes. Well, LeDuc was a Canadian. He missed the race yesterday, so not boding well. Did he? Oh yeah, he did. Oh yeah. Well, I remember he flew into the abatement. That's why. So he's starting 42nd. As anyways, the 88 car's up the hill right there.
And Shelton going to get 2 spots on this lap, and we complete a green flag lap.
And Charles, you just jinxed it.
As hey, you know what? We still completed a green flag lap. So what I said was true. Sky Collins now up into second. Trying for second, I should say, as he's going to pass Hunter Braxton there.
Ooh, Hunter Braxton flirting with disaster.
James Qualls trying to make a move on Jessica Shelton there for 4th.
We made 2 laps.
And here comes Kev Shearer. He's second in the points coming into this one. Nearly got to someone coming off the pit lane.
Can't even get back.
Tell who it was. Couldn't get back in time.
It's going to be who knows. Well, we can look at the bottom of the running order would tell us that.
It would have been 32 Jerry Shelley.
Oh, Jerry Shelley, he actually tied. He actually technically won last year with a 15. So.
Shelton trying to make a move on the 21, just lost the 6th position to that Prilosec Chevrolet.
Oh man, I'm hoping we might have our same forward finish as last year, but I'm not sure with this.
Right now it's Sky Commons trying to chase down Enzo Nareza, but here comes Hunter Braxton once again, back to the back bumper of the 10.
And Allie Nelson, wish she had this good of car in the Cup Series.
Kev Shear's going to make a move on James Qualls. This is about the 4th position now on the racetrack.
Yep,
opening there on the 21.
Osako finally finished his first race last season. Now trying to get some more this weekend.
Week, you mean?
Yes.
Sorry, would have been. No, yeah, it was last week. That's right. Got confused with what's being uploaded in the win. Here we go. Battle between the top 2 in points right now. Kev Shearer trying to look for a way around Hunter Braxton.
Kev second in the points.
Yes.
And look at Jess on the bottom there.
Although now Shelton gonna find an opening there with that Arby's Ford to try and take a position away from Kev.
Yep, as it's very surprised to see Jess and Dylan Young in the bottom of the running order in the points.
Correct. 39th and 40th coming in. So maybe this is the sign that things are going to start turning around for Jess here this season, and that would be terrible news for this field.
Yeah, and Seth Cole dead last points. That's major rimp.
You know what's interesting and weird for me to see? You look at the bottom of the points, and the bottom 5 are all veterans.
Exactly, that's the sad part. Matt Dixon is a veteran of the series too, and he finished, like I said, third a couple years ago in the 14 car. Has 3 wide.
Almost 3 wide. Shelton to the back bumper of the 24 is going to make the move for 4th going into turn number 1. Sacco's going to follow through.
Speaking of Seth Cole, he was 11th for a brief second there.
And, you mean top 10?
Yeah, 10th for a brief second.
As Braxton going to grab 2nd back away from the Tennis Sky Commons.
Yep, as looks like we're a little tame right now. I jinxed it, I know, but here comes the 5 car passing Jess.
What it's looking like is these guys are starting to settle in a little bit, and it might mean that tire wear becomes an issue at some point in this race. As Kev now makes move for 5th, going for 4th now on the 21 car. And to be fair, if tire wear starts to become an issue, 1, these cars are going to slow down in a massive amount, and 2, we might see a lot of comers and goers in at that point too. So.
Which is good. The 92 car has been kind of consistent this year, mainly when he runs the Brian Keselowski car. Here he comes up through the field.
Well, this is only about the 2nd time I think we've seen this Zippo Toyota here for the 92.
Yeah, Joe Gibbs didn't want to sponsor me.
I wonder why.
Yeah, I definitely know, because I crap on them in the Cup Series.
As Shelton now tries to find an open door again around the 5, and Sky Commons playing a little leapfrog here with Hunter Braxton.
Yeah, he's feeling a little froggy right there.
And right now it's not helping either of them out, as Enzo Nereza is clear sailing up front. Shelton now up in the 4th.
Seth Cole has now got to 10th. The 20 car's to 9th. Here comes Seth.
Here comes Seth. He's going to actually go and pass the 20. Going to make the move on the 92 as well. And James Quall's going to try and follow through on the 5 for the 5th position. Here comes Sacco following Qualls through.
Man, this was like a 15th place battle in the Icebreaker series back in the day with all these guys here. They're moving from the field. Oh, Seth a little loose right there.
Well, Seth trying to make sure to keep in the good groove of the track there to keep the tires fresh, as he actually makes the move on the 5 of Kev Shear and going to try and pass Qualls as well. So that looks like the 12 is one of our comers, as Braxton and Commons seesaw again.
They're going to have nightmares of each other. I think the 10's going to have nightmares of auto value, and the 9's going to have nightmares of ABF.
And that's going to basically allow the 17 to kind of start catching them up a little bit in 4th.
And the Seth Cole's up to 5th now. He's managed the tires well. Kev's running the bottom, but that's going to kill his tires quicker.
And there's Gardner, who's just gone back up into the top 10. He passed Trevor Germain, who was in 10th for a lap.
As Trevor Germain snuck his way into the top 10 in points last week.
Correct. John Corbin making a move on Bafot Sacco. Might try and make a move on Kev. That would be for the 6th position.
The 29 who won 2 races ago. I see him in the background, the picture.
And I'm impressed actually by the size of this green flag run. Here comes Sacco now making a move on Kev Shear.
Me too. I'd rather have a green flag run than a photo finish, but here comes the 21 down on that. Well, the bomb's got grip, but like Charles says, it kills your tires faster.
True. One of the issues actually with running the bottom, if you run it oh, trouble for the 91! Oh, balls!
Charles, are you kidding me? How does the 91 blow 2 engines in 2 races?
I don't know, but it has caused massive issues, as Daniel Gitterok is also involved in the damage now.
Okay, the 42's done. The 91 blew up for the 2nd day in a row, which is conspiracy right there. As
now
he's
the
getting.
leaders are having to avoid this.
Oh, of course the 92 would plow into him. Oh, of course.
He didn't plow into him, but now the leader's going to pit underneath the caution.
Somebody crashed at the pit road.
If that happened and it didn't bring out a caution, you would have already seen it on the bottom screen.
Because that skid marks was not there from the 99 car.
But let's watch the pit stops and then we'll see what happened to bring out the yellow. We know what happened and we just want to see the exact, I guess I'm trying to think of what would be the right words for this.
I think Steve Paul's going to need to learn how to use a gear shift after this weekend.
Some drivers staying out. Matt, I think we figured out who was the car that was on pit lane.
Yeah, I think we did.
Braxton going to win the race off pit lane over Enzo Nereza. So pit stall number 1, paying dividends for the auto value team for Evernham.
The 10 car with a horrible stop.
Correct. Looks like they lost several spots. And with that, let's take back to show you what happened. We'll bring up the yellow once again. And we're back. We're going to show you all the way back to turn number 4 because this is what happens. There you see it, the engine going up in smoke for the MRSP Motorsports Chevrolet. Ace Rogers actually hooks the 89 of Quentin Moore.
Quentin! Oh, hard hit!
Yeah, that's going to be sizable damage. But
Charles
not over yet.
As Charles experimented.
Actually, the caution isn't even out yet for that.
Well, you know, I figured Charles was experimenting with the starting park ratings at NRSL.
Actually, I haven't. I honestly haven't.
As he clearly succeeded in the 24, no brakes. Oh, Rob Evans.
Rob Evans with a piece of it.
Oh!
You gotta kill me, Gitteroke.
Gitteroke.
Really?
He's gonna need to. Yeah, that was like GG and a half. 32's got damage. Oh God. And 59 Sheila.
Haley Lordrigan as well.
Oh my God. At the last possible second.
Yeah, one second later, he's fine.
So Steve Pollard blew the drive shaft in the duels, and then apparently blew an engine or started parked in the Hooters race. So
I mean, to be fair, we are halfway through, so it's technically not even a starter park.
Well, you know, they couldn't afford the tires and the pit stop, so they just blew up.
Well, so either way, Hunter Braxton now leads the race as he wins the race off pit lane. Let's go back to the restart. And we are back. The trend is over as, oh my gosh, Mary Shelley even retired for no good reason under the caution seemingly. That is the third DNF this season for the 60.
Well,
Joining the 60 behind the wall also is James Qualls, Daniel Gitteroke, and Steve Pollard. Hunter Braxton is your race leader over Enzo Nareza, Jessica Shelton, Seth Kroll, Phil Sacco, Sky Commons, Stephen Pollard, Johnny Gardner, Dylan Young, and John Urban is the top 10.
Well, I guess Mr. Peanut died again.
So, Mary Shelley, a tough break for her. Third DNF for Roush Racing with that 60 team. That team is not one that can catch a break too often.
No, they can't catch a break at all.
As here we go, the green flag is back out. We're underway once again at 3 unit.
Yep, so that's only we see the 96 car be a hindrance. Oh, 32 cars throwing it in there.
And 32 seems 32 seemingly up to speed, at least through the corners. That's going to open the door for Jessica Shelton to go to the race lead.
What are you doing, whoever's in the 32 car?
That's Jerry Shelley.
Jerry Shelley.
Green flag is still out as now Sacco into second. Sky Commons up into third.
Somebody's going off here. Oh, God. It's 40 Matthews.
Trying to catch the 32 to put Jerry Shelley back one lap down.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people are going to be happy with Jerry Shelley at that move. But, you know, he's racing his race. Here comes Pollard here. Not a surprise.
Commons up into second. Pollard looking for third. And
not a
Shelton
shock.
now makes the move on the 32 car.
Not a shock to see Pollard here. He won at South Boston here South Boston, the Cup Series last season.
Kev Shear's going for fourth. He's actually running ahead of the 9 car right now.
Dixon almost off into the gravel.
As
here comes Pollard.
there's Dixon
Seth
way back there. Whoa! Seth nearly ran into the back of the 20.
He threw the 7 off the racetrack right there.
And Zain Abdullah making a move on the 10.
Dylan Young finally having a good run. Kevin Steve out here.
Yep, this would be a battle for the second position.
Go get him, Steven.
Don't Kev. Steven has it. Kev wants it.
Yeah, Steven wanted South Boston, and I believe he wanted another short track. So I believe he wanted Loudon, if I'm not mistaken.
Technically, I think we count that as a speedway for this, just for what it is. As 3 wide, Dylan Young, Mohammed Zain Abdullah was there, Sky Commons, Bafod Sacco, 4-car battle.
Actually, Steve Pollard wanted Loudon. As Stephen Pollard's last win in this series was Loudon last year when we got the Lobster, so.
Zain Abdullah now going to try and overtake his teammate here, possibly for the 5th position. Last week's winner, Sam Young, has other ideas, though.
And in that race last year, Jess finished second to Steven, so an ironic twist we see right now.
Well, right now, Stephen Pollard third, now starting to fall back. He's back to 4th, going to lose that spot possibly to Sam Young.
He probably got the Brian Keselowski's tires on it now.
And meanwhile, Shelton is clear by almost a second over Kev Shear.
And there goes our hopes for another pole finish.
As right
3
now-
RCR cars on our blanket.
Well, Dylan Young gonna put one of the Junior Motorsports cars in between them. As Bafode Sacco now makes a move for the 7th position. And there's another Trevor Germain sighting inside the top 10, now up into 9th.
Yeah, that's like Ray Hackett's team being competitive. Steve Paul III has lost the balance of the 92 big time.
There was some dirt kicked up there for some reason. I'm not exactly sure why.
Oh, Carter Joey and Swanson are a little off the pace back there.
As Sky Commons starting to chase down the low Chevrolet of Kev Shear.
Yep, Sky and Jester have had great battles in the Cup Series the last few years to try to make some more in the Hooters Series.
Well, right now it's Sky. Sky has to get around the 5 first before he can chase down the 17. Things kind of settling down a little bit up front as Braxton now found his way back to the inside line, trying to chase down the Gardner.
The 81 car has been irrelevant all day. Here they come.
As Fitzwater's going to lose a spot to the 29, who's now going to try and attack the 9 of Braxton.
JT Bryan in the back of the 29 car right there.
You know, a car that's absolutely vanished, though, on this is Enzo Nereza, who is now back into 18th.
Now that's a tough break for the rest. They were actually competitive.
Dominated the first part of this race, now falling back. They just lost 19th spot to the 8 of Zach Flickinger.
How about Mike Trout? We see Trout spinning into the pit road.
Well, and now here he is up into the 21st spot, maybe looking for 20th on Enzo Nereza.
If we had 40 more laps, he might have a shot.
Rob Evans gonna pass. Well, that's actually not even battle for spot. That's the 7.
Yeah,
Marilyn
52
Escudari
slippery.
trying to chase down Matt Duncan for position here.
So who stops on track?
Fitzwater, JT Bryant battle for 13th.
Correct. Braxton's falling off a rock too, along with Paul. Paul's getting passed by the. Whoa, getting a little loose right there. Seth, as Paul and 29 battling there.
As
Sky Commons got the
spot.
second. Sky Commons the second.
Yep. Jermaine now looking for 7th on Gardner.
And Gardner clears him right there in the 88. We got about 9 to go, right?
Correct. At least according to, they just now took. Now we're on 8 to go. Gap
Yep.
is now up to 1.1 seconds as Kev Shear now has gotten second back away, and now Sam Young up into 3rd.
Oh, Sam Young having a great 2 races. That's great for them. Car Joey with damage.
A lot of damage to the right side of the 27 car.
And he hit something hard as he's still on the lead lap. As the 5 needs to get by the 32 if he wants any shot at winning this race.
Right now, though, the battle is for 3rd. Sky Commons and Sam Young. Can Sky Commons find a way back around the Mikasuki Chevrolet, who won last week?
So our Larry McGreynolds trends of the race, the 3 unit has never had a non-green white checkered finish.
That is true, as Dylan Young now up in the top 5, looking for his first top 10 of the season, let alone the top 5.
And knowing how dominant that 2 was last season, that's amazing to say.
Actually, to be fair, Shelton also looking for her first top 10 of the year.
I think that's more of a bigger surprise. Is the 5 is catching him slowly, but not going to be enough time. Need to gain more of it. Jerry Shelley's pulling up the 5.
Sam Young now gonna be under attack for 3rd. Here comes Sky Commons looking for that spot once again. And currently Kev has not been able to get around the Great Clips Toyota. That car is up to speed in the corners and seemingly up to speed on the straightaway, at least somewhat. That's a shock.
Well, I mean, they crashed pretty hard in the pit wall, so I'm really surprised too.
As Kev now might have his opening. Does he? He's peaking. 3 laps to go. Can he chase? Can he get underneath the 32? Yes, he can. And now looks like he should be able to try and chase down the 17 of Jessica Shelton with 2 laps to go here at 3 unit.
Yeah, it's not going to happen with 2 to go.
Sky Commons just grabbed 3rd away.
Well, actually, he made up 2/10 right there, so he might have
no,
something.
He only made up about 500.
Well, that's better than nothing. As he's flying, man.
Well,
He's got the clean air.
Cleared the 32. Now can he chase down the 17 is going to be the question. As Jessica Shelton will see the white flag. No green, white checkered this time.
Wow, it's a surprise. And the same lap time.
Stayed the same.
As just Jess is going to kill the streak of dominant, but rip the field. It's going to be like the SpongeBob meme. I'm heading out as Jess comes off the final corner.
Off turn number 4, Jessica Shelton grabs her first win of the season. It comes here at 3 unit, and I don't even know what career win is. That might, I'm just thinking that might be her 7th win in this series.
And as the entire field files their retirement papers, and definitely Time Pollarders.
So Jessica Shelton claims the win here today as the veterans definitely showing who was boss. As you see there, 9 of the top 10 are veteran drivers. Shelton wins over Kev Shear, Sky Commons, Sam Young, and Dylan Young, the top 5. LaFode Sacco, Johnny Gardner, Trevor Germain, the top rookie in 8th, Stephen Paul 3rd in 9th, and Mohammed Zainabdullah rounding out the top 10. Steven, your final thoughts on this one?
Well, this was definitely a clean race. The edits definitely worked. No photo finish, which, at least we had a clean finish. A lot of guys got to bring these cars to bring it to another track, so I guess they're happy about that. Kev with a great run. That's going to help him probably propel to the points over Braxton.
I'm confident he will because he was only 12 back, so Kev will be the new points leader.
Carter Joey lost a lot. Is going to lose a lot of points because he finished the back. Steve Pollard is definitely going to.
Carter Joey doesn't matter on the points.
Yeah, that's very true. But Steve Pollard's going to plummet again. His rough weekend ends today, at least. So yeah, of course, Trevor Durant was the top rookie. So next weekend we are going to Chicagoland, I believe. So get ready for the Windy State.
So with that, congrats to Jessica Shelton on the win. In the Premier chat, I would have probably told you how many wins it was because I'm going to be probably curious enough to look that up. Congrats to her on the win here north of the border. I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and leave a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you haven't today for more gaming and racing related content. We're nearing up to 200 subs as when we're recording it. We're at 197. But
make 3 fake YouTubes.
For Stephen Paul III, I'm Gordon Fan1, and this has been a production of the NRSL. We'll see you guys next time.
See you guys.